I thought I would go camera down today because I'm a little bit earlier than usual. I have an appointment today. Hopefully I'll make it. There's a lot of rain out there. Welcome into a live auction. We're going to concentrate on earrings and rings today because I think we can see those really nicely up close. And so that's what we're going to do. I am very happy you're here. I do have an array of jewelry to show you today, quite a selection of earrings and rings. And I want to welcome you into the new channel. I do have a standard content channel just for entertainment and quasi maybe educational purposes. Entertainment, I hope, always on Thelma Thrift. But this is Thelma Thrift, the estate sales. Let me know if you can hear and see okay as I adjust my lighting a bit because it seems a little dark in here with the clouds above me. It's getting very strange. The weather is turning on us already. And sometimes my mic can be a little marled. Usually it happens that way when I'm walking around, when I'm doing a face-up camera, which is always a lot of fun, but you know, that happens. I'll be walking around and it'll mess it up. So I had to start the stream again. I don't know what happened. When I was trying to start up, it went vertical on me, and I don't really like the vertical. Like, it's actually very annoying to me to watch someone on vertical when I'm on a computer. So many people do watch on computers and TVs. So I know that it sometimes defaults that way. So excuse the glitch there. I'll try to get everything remedied as soon as possible. I'm also going to do the Google form that's required if you're thinking of purchasing something. I really do need your information. So I'm going to drop that in the chat as well. Hopefully. Let me see, because I'm now on my other phone. Oh, maybe I can do it when I do the drop it in the comment live section. Let's do that. Okay. Hey, Becky. Hi, Doug. Here it goes. Always a glitch with me. I wanted to do the phone. It's very different when you do it on the phone. Camera down as far as the settings and everything are concerned. So that's kind of what happened there. But like I said, I do have an appointment at 2 o'clock. Hopefully with this rain lets up and I can drive out there. I don't really like driving in the rain too much. It's so harried when you do that, you know. Especially here in Houston with the crazy traffic. But let me explain a little bit about how we do things here at this auction and possibly some buy it nows as well. When we do auction style, we do $2 incremental bids until we get to 50. At 50, we do 5. And if we ever get to 100, we will do $10 incremental bids. And when I do a buy it now, I will ask you to just put the price or the name of the item. First one that I see, I always have to go, of course, by my stream and my feed in this live chat. This is a live auction after all, and I'll be chatting and saying hello to some virtual audience members here on the side chat. Now, when you watch this in a rerun, you can always click where it says comments, slide it over to the right twice, and it'll say comments while live. And you can actually read all of the things that were going on and all that we chatted about or bid on and prices and so forth on that live chat. But do leave me a comment if you can as well. That's always fun. And of course, if you see anything, if you are busy today and didn't see the video, anything that didn't sell, I usually, of course, will honor the buy now price. But if I started it really low at a starting bid, sometimes I will ask for a buy it now price, which may increase the price a little bit because I do like to start the bidding low so that we can get some enthusiasm going with the bidding process. Now, as far as the pay is concerned, I do bill through PayPal only. I will need your email address. That's why I dropped that link in there. I hope it's working and everything. It should be. So it really just asks for your names that you use. That includes your real name, your YouTube name, your email name, your PayPal name, and then below that is a space for you to put your email address so that I can bill you for your purchases if you find anything today. I don't really need your address. What I do need to know is if you live in the country, because you know that shipping has gone up substantially. I think we went up to, what was it, $17.50 to ship one item less than 8 ounces. Honestly, I think it was a 5-ounce purchase, and it was $17.50 to go to Canada. Not to mention anything about tariffs or anything like that. I have no idea if that's actually working in the same realm or if it's considered a tariff or what, or if they're just adding new duties, because believe me, they can get very tricky out there. That's why I don't ship to a lot of places like Italy and things like that, because they always do add in extra things, including things like if you sell perfume, you can sell it. The USPS will not ship perfume unless it's ground, right? So you can't go ground to Europe, and therefore they make you go through, I think, FedEx, and they do combustibles, and then they add on, I think, like $50 extra just to ship already $100 perfume or something. So just so you're aware, let me know what country you live in if you're in the U.S., okay? That's really important as well. If you just popped in and you enjoy jewelry, please give me a thumbs up. Thanks for being here. I really do appreciate your time today, and we're going to get started real quick, okay? Let me see what I have. I have some amazing sterling earrings. These are really pretty. They kind of look like I don't know, I haven't really looked at them under the microscope here. I mean, magnifier. But to me, they kind of look like a Byzantine. Yeah, they really do. They're like a Byzantine design. They're not heavy as far as being really cumbersome or uncomfortable. Not at all. And they are very, very nice, substantial look. I think they drop to about 2 inches. Let me know if I'm too far. I can get a little closer. Let me pull down this camera here. These are amazing. Oh, I think I said everything I needed to say. For those of us who are not as savvy as I am, and I speak with tongue-in-cheek there, on technology, there is a thing called savvy on technology, of which I am not. So I like to explain things because many people are just streaming in. They don't really know that there's a delay. It's called a lag. There's nothing I can do about it. I can't restart it. I can't wave a magic potion in front of you or anything like that. Or maybe I could pray, but that's about it. Nothing's going to help the lag. It's just the way it is. You will see something in front of you. You will read something in the text chat, and you will hear something, and they will not be synchronized. As a matter of fact, sometimes I'm listening on my phone because I'm reading it on the phone because I can see it better, but it's coming in on my big screen like 2 seconds later. And then it's coming in on my iPad like 5 seconds ahead. So just be aware of that. Keep yourself on live chat. Is it live chat? Yeah. Yeah, live chat. I don't really think it makes that much difference. I think it makes more difference on live and top chat when you watch the replay, honestly. I've noticed that. But anyway, do what you will. It's going to come in when it comes in. If I do it by it now, just know that there's always going to be a lag. Okay. Hi, Perla. How are you? These beautiful sterling earrings have a drop. Now, I love the lever back as well. That is such a secure factor for me. It really is yeah, 2 inches. And they're like a little pear shape, or a raindrop, as I like to call it. I don't like to call it teardrops. What is that? 1 inch at its widest. So I'm going to do these for a start bid of $48. If anyone is interested in these, we will do a $48 start. These are solid sterling. The lever backs as well are sterling. And very pretty, really, honestly. They're like a Byzantine, wouldn't you say? Let me know if that's too close. People have told me it's way too close sometimes when I do the videos. I can pull back just a tad there. So $48 was the start of these. Beautiful earrings, lever backs, sterling. Classic design. I think these lend themselves to many styles. Many styles. Boho. I think even a little bit of a Southwest flair to those. So those are $48. And let's get these little Day of the Dead things out of the way. We are doing, where is his arm? A little dancing skeleton here. The sound is good? Oh, good. Well, that's because I'm up close. Usually I'm walking around when I do camera up, which I'll do next week. I just wanted to kind of quickly go through some things today and get ready to go to my appointment at 2 o'clock. All right, so these little skeletons, they dance. They're beautiful. They have red rhinestones. He's got a little top hat. Looks like he has a red rose at the top as well. And very, very dimensional as well. He is not flat. And I will do these for a start bid of $12. White enamel. I like the way they did the hooks too. Those are all white. Enameled, dancing. Day of the Dead or skeleton. I think these are more Day of the Dead because of the way they really embellished that little skull. But you let me know. And those are a $12 start. All right, so we've got these earrings done. Again, if I go too fast, which can happen in this, I try to wait for the lag. I really do. But sometimes if I don't see anything going on in the chat, I do feel like nothing's happening. And honestly, I have to give the lag some time because it takes a while for me to read what people are going to type. But honestly, I will go through them fairly fast just so that we can see them all. And then you can always, like I said, take your leisure if you come back later and just let me know in an email. The email should be in my description box always. You usually can find it there. If not, it's in my other videos at Thelma Thrift. But everything should be there. Okay, here I have some amazing earrings. These really look like a citrine, but they're lucite. Aren't those precious? They're lucite. They're a nice substantial look as well, yet they are lightweight because of the lucite. They're not stone. And these have also some clear lucite bezel dangles there. This one is about 7/8 of an inch in diameter. The yellow lucite, golden lucite there. And I will do these for a start of $16. I think they're so, these actually glow, not with the black light. Are we gonna all walk around with black lights? I don't understand that. I really do. I mean, I know there's mercury glass and that's important, but for collectibles. But my husband says you're going to walk around with a black light to show off your earrings because they glow. But these actually glow in natural light, almost like a little amber. But I do believe they're just lucite. I don't think they're amber. I don't see any sign of amber. There's just something about the glow people want. I know. Now, I do like the glow glass. My information's messed up. Thank you, Doug. The U.S. resident question does not accept a yes response. Oh, that's crazy. Thank you for letting me know, Doug. I'll have to fix that. I guess I'll know by your address, or just put it in the comment section. We do have a glitch right now with the form. In the comment section, let me know if you live in the U.S. I can't believe that. That is so weird. I changed it because it was doing some weird thing last time. But I'll take a look at it in a little while. All right, so we're going to pass on these. These were $16. They are lucite. They glow. I don't think they glow with a black light, but they glow with the sun. And this beautiful, look at that, with this beautiful, hey, they do kind of glow. Maybe they are amber. No, they don't. No, I'm not going to say that. I really hate doing the black light thing, honestly. It's been so abused. Faux amber glows. Fake rubies glow. They fluoresce more than the real rubies, honestly. So I'm just letting you know. To me, they glow in the light just as far as a beautiful look. Aren't those pretty? I may have to wear these sometime. I haven't worn them yet. Beautiful earrings. Those were $12. Let's go to some rings now. We'll go back and forth so we're not bored with just earrings. Here's a wonderful vintage piece. You can tell by that pop top design. This was such a pretty and, well, rather a popular design in the 60s. My aunts all had their engagement rings set this way. It's such an unusual, I mean, it's such a what do you call it? A time capsule. Anyway, this has a beautiful bead of jade in it. Makes a great little pinky ring. It doesn't even fit me, though, as a pinky ring. Well, I don't know. Sometimes my fingers do swell up because it's a little big for my size as a pinky ring. And then it doesn't fit my ring finger. That's why I'm selling it, because I really like it. I think it's a 4.5. Any 4.5 people out here? Look at that. No, it's not a 6. Yeah, it's barely a 4. It's barely a 4, and I would need like a 3.5. Especially since, really, I love pinky rings. I'm wearing some. I'm wearing one right there. I don't like for them to twist so much. See, I'm wearing this pinky ring right now, and I am going to offer some of these, but I have a band in front of it, because now it doesn't want to fit my ring finger. I think I've eaten too much salt or something. I don't know. Let me see who popped in. Hey, Jason, how are you? Thanks for coming in. Hi, Jen. How are you doing? We're getting so much rain. My grass is really singing, but I hope I can get out. I don't like to drive in the rain. I'm going to do this wonderful vintage 60s artifact for a start of $38. Genuine jade right there. Just so pretty. Again, time capsule setting there. Very much a 60s piece here. All right, and that was barely a 4.5, right? Okay, we're gonna pass on that one. Or let me look in the chat, see if anyone's interested. Can I see the chat here? Let me see if I can. No, yeah, here it is. Thanks for dropping that form. Again, take a look at that forms glitch on whether you're U.S. resident or not. You're going to have to answer that in the comments. Doug was kind enough to let me know that the new one I put out there had a glitch. And I just did it today. That was what I get for clicking. I was going to fix something. I don't know. I was going to put a space between Facebook name, email name, whatever. And then that's what happened. I think I moved things around. All right, these pretty things. These are carnelian. Jason, take care. Thank you so much for popping in. I hope you have better weather than we do, though I do want the rain for my plants. They're so happy. All right, we have carnelian here. These are the most petite and beautiful things. Now, if I was a talented person and had learned to make jewelry, wouldn't that make a fabulous ring? This is grade A carnelian right here. I would probably put them together like that on the vertical, or like that bypass. Wouldn't that be pretty? Anyway, these are clipped. They're sterling silver. I will do them for $32 to start. Let's start them at $32. Genuine carnelian, genuine sterling silver. And I think they're stamped. Let me check. Not sure. Let me check. Yeah, they say sterling. They have an N. They have a very interesting mark. Can you see it right there? I hate zooming because when I zoom, then I can't come back out. So that's why I'm using my magnifier. They are signed by the designer there with a big N. And let me see if this one comes out a little clear. They're in perfect working order as well. Sterling silver, vintage clip-on carnelian. What did I say? $32? $32 will start us out on those. Isn't that precious? That is such a beautiful color. Carnelian, I don't know. You can't even describe it as red, right? I have a really red carnelian, and it's very unique. This one is, gosh, what would you call that? It's like a very unique red. It's a carnelian red. There you go. All right, we're going to pass on these two. Looks like it's going to be a quick sale today because people are just popping in and looking, and that's okay. Okay, here are some earrings. These are wonderful. These are faux pearls, but I do believe that this is black onyx. They are on stainless ear hooks. Recent trips to Chicago, don't I wish? No, I'm going to have to invite myself. I'm going to have to invite myself to see my grandkids over there. They're coming they're coming for Thanksgiving. But I may have I don't know. I may have an excuse because I have a whole week off in October. Let's do these for a start of $10. They look fantastic. They are black onyx and faux pearls. And the pearls are kind of a creamy color. Really pretty. They drop an inch, maybe a little more. What in the world? Yeah, these drop almost 2 inches. Aren't those fabulous? Okay, I don't know what happened to my computer here. Did it die? I think it died. All right, let me go get a secondary device because I like to see your chat like at the same time. All right, let me let you look at a few other things while I'm gone. Let me know if you're interested. I'll be right back. Let me just do that. Give me about 2 minutes and then I'm gonna get some coffee too. I already have it made, so don't worry about that. Just gotta pour it. Okay, I'm back. Back in the black. Don't I love the rain when I'm indoors? Back in the black. Don't I love sorry about that echo. Let me turn off the volume here. Okay, now I can see y'all a little better. There you go. Oh, the school year is very tense. I will say that. It always is, but thanks for asking, Miss Jan. But believe me, it has nothing to do with the children. It never does. Most of the tension in a sped room is the adults you have to deal with. But that's neither here nor there. Let's continue. All right, so I believe we passed on these. I really think I'm a little too close right here. Okay. I'm going to do a ring. Now, this is a ring that's a classic Mexican design. It's a man-made alexandrite. And I do have a smaller one that's a 4.5. And sometimes it fits me on my ring finger, but lately it has not wanted to go onto my ring finger, so I'm using it as a pinky ring. And then this one is a 6. It's a bigger stone. Now, it is a man-made alexandrite, so it does change colors. It's really fabulous. And it's got that wonderful tulip setting. And this is a 6, which also doesn't fit unless I put something in front of it to make it fit my ring finger, because I either wear 7 or 5. 5-ish or 7-ish, even some 8s. So we are going to do this one. This is a huge ring. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I try to be because it's very tense. The adults are always tense, and you know how it is. And then I manage 3 people, plus work with another 4 or 5 that try to micromanage everything. So this is 3/4 of an inch on the face, just about. What you decide there. Pretty big, huh? But, yeah, I try to forget about it. Try to leave it at work and then, you know, do what you can do. Things never really change from year to year. Things are tense. Size 6. Man-made Alexandrite, Mexican vintage sterling silver. Let me see if I have any marks on. This is amazing. Really beautiful. And I think it's signed Mexico. We love the kids, just not the adults. And of course. Yeah, it really is. It's very tense because you have to manage personalities. And then they don't get along with each other, and you don't want to be a part of that. You know, it's sterling is what the mark is. S-T-E-R. It doesn't have a Mexican mark, but I know that it's a very popular Mexican design. Mine, on the other hand, the little one, which is identical, does have a Mexican mark. Mine has the eagle mark. It says Hecho en Mexico, Hecho en Mexico, and it says 925. So this one has all the hallmarks. This one only says stir in the word stir. One is a 4.5. Four. A little over a 4. Yeah, it was tight to begin with. But it's such a fabulous pinky ring as well. And again, this one was a 6 on the nose, right? Yes, 6 on the nose. So I'm actually going to offer them both at the same price because their aesthetic value is more than their intrinsic value. Very collectible pieces. Getting more and more rare. They're very hard to find. So I'm going to start both of them at $100 for each. Either one. $100 will get us started. Whether you want the size 6 or the size 4. That's the 6. Oh, it did go in. This morning it did not want to go in. A little over a 4 on this one. Isn't that precious? What age do I teach? I teach K through 2nd. So my eldest ones are 7. And my youngest is 5. But last year I had them all together. They finally hired another teacher. So they split us up. Thank you so much. They split us up this year. She's got 8. I've got 6 kids. And I chose to take the smaller babies. Not because they're easier, because believe me, they don't get easier. Even up into high school, because I've taught adults that are special needs. Their needs don't change much, unfortunately. $100 was the start on either one of these. We have a size 6, size 4.25, I believe. But this one has a substantially bigger face. But as I said, I'm not selling it for intrinsic value. I'm selling them at collectible and in aesthetic value. Yeah, I chose the younger ones because the data that's required is a little, just a tiny bit less. But then again, they always throw in more. Just when I thought I was getting less data on them. There we go. That's that one. And that's that one. Gorgeous rings. Let me know if you're interested. You teach the 8th graders? Wonderful. You teach the gifted now? They've got their challenges too. I've had gifted in special education, actually. Yeah. All right, we're going to pass on these. Yeah, I had a wonderful boy in 8th grade. So I had him 6th through 8th when I was doing middle school 2 years ago. And he was incredibly brilliant. Incredibly. I mean, there was nothing he couldn't do. There was no work he couldn't accomplish, but he couldn't control his emotions. All right, we're going to go with these wonderful earrings now. And these are a beautiful abalone shell on stainless steel hooks. I love the shell. It is such a substantial look. Really beautiful. They glow too. You want glow, get it from the natural. Get a natural glow. You don't need to carry a flashlight. That's what mother of pearl does. It just glows so beautifully when you're in a light, a candlelight, or even fluorescent light, any light. It just gives off the most natural glow. And I will do these for a start bid of $16. $16 will get us started on those. I didn't get you the measurement on those. This is over 2-inch drop, 2 1/8, and the shell actually goes to 1 1/2. Really a beautiful pair of earrings here. All right, we're going to pass on these. We're passing on everything this morning. That's okay. At least you have them out here. You can see them. You can always let me know. We have some John Hardy. Amazing. Sterling, citrine. Here's the mark. Right there. Hope you can see it. There it is. There's your John Hardy stamp. There's your amazing citrine gold accent. These are sterling and I believe 18 karat gold on the accent. Yes, they are marked 18K and 925 here on this side. And they have a lever back, very secure. These are gorgeous. Wonderful. High fashion sterling. Can you see the gold accents on each of the flower or the kind of floral design there? John Hardy, feel free to Google these. Please don't ever post what you found on eBay. Honestly, you're not helping anyone. You think you are, but you're not. You're not helping the buyer because she's probably going to feel bad that she's selling them too cheap. You're not selling the seller who's hoping to sell them, and then you're probably making her feel bad that she let them go too cheap. And then might be other people that are going to say, well, they're too expensive. I can get them cheaper. You're just not helping anybody. It's just really, really a horrible practice. Don't do it. Don't share your comps. We all have Google. Not only that, eBay is not Creed. Just because I post them for $20 and someone else posted them for $200, they're both going to sell. But I'm going to ask $350, which is an incredible, incredible discount from retail. $350 is the start on the John Hardy 18 karat gold sterling silver citrine. There's also gold here on this bezel. All of that is gold as well. So we have gold in each one of these and gold all around. Yeah, that is just such a horrible practice. I don't know why people do it. You think you're helping someone, but you're not. You really, really are not. All right, $350 on those. I really do appreciate you considering those. We go from high to low. Here's some wonderful costume and rhinestones. And these are $12. We're getting into that party season. You're going to want that sparkle. These drop probably 2 inches as well. They're not heavy. Some costume jewelry can be so heavy you can't hardly wear it. These do drop to 2 inches. $12 on those earrings. if anyone is interested in that. That'll be a $12 start. And thank you again for being here. Please give the video a thumbs up if you're enjoying the content today, if you're having fun in any way. Now I have some wonderful sterling hoops. I believe these are 2 inches. These are tapered, very secure as well. And yes, they are indeed 2 inches in diameter. I like the way they taper because they give it a nice wider look, more substantial look as you turn to the side. Then here they're just really a classic wire hoop. And I will do these for a start bid of $34. $34 will get us started on the sterling hoops. Sterling silver hoops, $34. Becky, I made 4 loaves of sourdough today. Mini loaves. They're so cute. I made the ones that are, you know, that look like your typical loaf. I guess they call it a bretard shape. But they're small. They're like teeny like this. They're so cute. And of course, I already had some with scrambled eggs this morning. But they just came out. Like I'd started at 8 this morning and I ended around 10:30. It was the last loaf that popped out of the oven. All right, we're going to pass on the sterling earrings as well. Let's go back to some rings. Let me show you this one. This one's fantastic. This one, I have never seen such pretty abalone. You know, abalone often has swirls and, you know, wonderful coloration, right? But this one has like an all-over glow of a lot of pink, honestly. And I love the masculine quality of it. And I love square stones. It definitely has a wonderful masculine quality. It would make a fabulous pinky ring or any kind of ring for a gentleman. Isn't that beautiful? But it looks great on me too. In the middle finger there. Or even if you could wear it as a ring finger. Oh my gosh, it's just so pretty. It is signed by the designer. I'll show you the inside. And I wish the color wasn't so washed out in the lights here, but there's a lot of pink, a lot of teal, and it's just like almost like a dry brush effect. You don't see all of the little cells and circular designs on this. Honestly, it's such a beautiful specimen of abalone. And we do have a signature on the inside, as well as a hallmark for purity. Let me read that to you, if I could. It says CF, 3 initials on it, CFJ, 925 CFJ. That's what it says there on the inside. I hope you can read it. CFJ. And just an incredible, incredible ring. I'm going to, oh look, see, it has even a different color when you turn it different ways. Wonderful, wonderful play of color here. Here's the very intricate setting as well. Nice design there. And the face of this ring measures, what is that, 7/8, I would say, roughly 7/8. Hi, Miss Leslie, how are you? Thanks for popping in. Miss Leslie had a great little show last night. That was so fun. Always wonderful jewelry there. Oh my gosh, look at all that green on this one now. I'm going to start this one at 110. Just a beautiful ring. Heavy, elaborate design. Amazing color plate. And now here I'm seeing sky blue, see purple, lots of pink straight up. That was $100 start on that one. Fabulous ring. Again, if you're watching later, feel free to email me. I usually do a buy it now price if I thought I started it too low, because I do like to generate enthusiasm in the chat if possible. But we shall see. It's a quick little sale for me today. I'm trying to go through pretty quickly because I need to go somewhere today at 2 o'clock. All right, here we go. This is a wonderful turquoise. I don't ever want to say where they come from because I don't know. I wasn't there. I didn't get the provenance directly from the miner or the dealer of any kind. So, but it is a beautiful ring. It is definitely a vintage ring. You can tell by the very simple setting. The simpler the setting, the earlier usually is what it indicates, the earlier date. The size of, did I not give you a size? Sorry about that. I just kept raving about how it fits me. I think it's a little over 7. It's a wide band. So I would say it's like 7 and a quarter. And like I was saying, I can only wear 7s. 5s or 7s. But that's a great looking ring for male or female. Such a fabulous specimen. And it does fit really well on the middle. Or if you wear a 7 in your ring finger, lucky you, because this looks great. I'm so into the big honkers on the ring finger right now. I've been bugging everybody about it. 7. All right, so that was that one. Thank you for asking about that, Miss Loretta. And then we have this one. This one I'm going to start at $40, and this is a smaller size. This little Native American pinky ring has served me well. I keep wanting to sell it, but I use it to hold other rings sometimes when I want to wear them as pinky rings. This is a 6. Beautiful size 6. Look at that gorgeous chocolate matrix in there. $40 was the start of this one. Hi, Miss Elizabeth. How are you? Thanks for coming in. Thanks for hitting that thumbs up. Looks like 20 people are here. 19, I think. Yeah, 19. Thank you, everyone who showed up today. I appreciate it so much. Isn't that lovely? It reminds me of an island. And I do love that simple setting. You can always tell, like I said, the simpler settings are earlier. The leaves, you're looking at 70s. Those leaves were so popular in the 70s. Or leaves or feathers, whichever you want to call it. You see leaves, I see feathers, I don't know. All right, so that was 40. And then we have this big honker. This one's fabulous. Beautiful, beautiful blue. This is an amazing blue. Lots of green in here too. And I think this is an unsigned piece, vintage. And I'm glad this one is only beadwork as well. Lots of beautiful fabricated metal on the cut work here, as well as a little roping around. They really embellished the setting on this one. And this one, let me double check and see if I don't have, I look at these rings all the time and I forget. I've had some a while, so I forget if they're signed or not. I actually love an unsigned ring. That indicates to me another 70s artifact. Unsigned. This is one I struggle with too. Sometimes it fits, sometimes it doesn't. That's why I'm sacrificing it. It's close to 7. It's close to 7. So sometimes it fits the middle finger. Sometimes I struggle to get it on. Isn't that gorgeous though? Look at that. It takes up all of my hand. It really does. And I think it's even... Now it's sitting right in the center. Sometimes some rings will sit a little bit farther one side or the other, and you can wear the longer side to the knuckle. But I'll do this one for a start bid of $350. This is beautiful. I also really like the longer stone with the, I think the design was well executed. 350 vintage Native American sterling silver. Amazing green and blue and brown matrix on that. That's a 350 start. All right. Gorgeous, unsigned, hefty, authentic, beautiful. You can feel a little bit of that crater right there. A little roughness here. Let me let you look at that matrix up close. Hope you can see that well. All right, we're going to pass on that. Let me do, oh, here's a beautiful one. This is a saddle ring. These are genuine peridot, and that was just last month's birthstone. Look how it sits like a little saddle. Isn't that gorgeous? This is an STS, marked STS in sterling. Beautiful. What they call gallery. Beautiful cuts. We have pear cuts in here. We have, let me see what else we have. We have pear and oval all throughout. I don't think we have any round. Yeah. Oval and pear. And they really did a great job on the side here. They actually made it go down a little bit. So it actually kind of tapers on the side, which is wonderful because a lot of times when you wear these in the middle fingers, they can be scratchy. If there's some stones here, they can get a little irksome. But isn't that a gorgeous ring? These are genuine peridot. Really beautiful. And I will do this one for $150. We'll start this one at $150. I also love this millgrain work here on this one. A true saddle style. $150 is the start on this one. I love it. Any interest on the sterling? I think this is a 7. Did I not give you a size? Let me double check. 150. Peridot. This is also in new condition. 7 on the nose. That's a fabulous pointer finger ring too. Either way. Size 7. 150 the start on that one. I love it. Peridot is really underrated. I think it's a lovely color. I really do. I just love it. It takes up a lot of room on that finger too. Any interest on the peridot? Hey, this might be a no-hitter today. I only have a couple more hours. Let me see, what time is it? What time is it? Oh, I hate when I don't have, it's 11, it's 12. Okay, we got about an hour and a half. Let's see what else we can show you. Oh, these are cute. These are cloisonné, vintage 70s earrings. Little shells, gold, peach, and terracotta. Beautiful colors. And I will start these at $14. $14, vintage cloisonné. These go to 1 inch at their widest point. If you can, please be sure and fill out my Google form. That is somewhere in the chat there. If you're ever interested in buying anything, I'll need that information, which just asks for your name. If you live in the country, answer that in the comment section though, because right now there's a glitch where it asks that question. And of course, your real name, your email is the most important thing. Your real name, your YouTube name, your, what else? Your PayPal name, all that's important for me to know. All right, we're going to pass on those as well. Let's go back to a ring. Here's a fabulous jade ring. Brutalist style. Sterling silver. I believe this is a 6. Vintage as well. A little over a 6. Would you say 6.5? Yes, I believe that is a 6.5. Isn't that a beautiful setting? I think that is so pretty. I'll start that one at $55. Let me see what it says on the inside. $55 start on that. Okay. This one is marked with the word sterling, and then it also has a little symbol that looks like an eye, like a human eye, with a V on it. I hope you can see it. There's the marks there. Can you see that symbol there next to the word sterling? Yeah, it's like a human eye, and then the letter V is in Victor on the inside of it. Gorgeous piece. Beautiful specimen of jade. 55 was the start on that one. And it was a 6.5. I have the craziest fingers because, honestly, this, I put on a 4.5 a minute ago, and this 6.5 fits too. Crazy. I guess it depends on the style, the band, and everything. That's really important. How's everyone doing today? How's the weather treating you? The rain finally is just drizzling. My plants got very happy. Yeah, did I say this is not a 6.5? This is almost a 6. 5.5. Sorry about that. 5.5. $55 start. Gorgeous. Brutalist design. Genuine jade on that. All right. Then I have a Bell Trade Fred Harvey era ring. And this one has the word sterling fully spelled out, and it has the post. So that dates it what? From the 60s to the 70s, I believe. Gorgeous little petite ring. And this measures a size 5.5. Another really nice pinky ring. If you don't wear 5.5, many of you do. Isn't that precious? And I'll do this one for a start of $34. Any interest at $34? Can you show the first ring on the left? Is it in this rack or is it on the cloth? All right, looks like we're going to pass on Fred Harvey today. Bell Trade. I'm going to put this jade on. Maybe it'll bring me some luck. Where's all the jade? I need some luck today. Yes, on the rack. Okay, so is it this beautiful vintage one? In Virginia, it's going to start to rain. We just got a downpour. Yes, isn't this gorgeous? This is another fabulous ring. This is a very old ring. I think it's sort of an Art Nouveau design. It's so intricate. Look at the flower there. And it is a smaller size, but easily sized up. You would not compromise much there to add something to it. Maybe a size or two. And I think it's a 5 or a 6. Let me check. 5.5. 5.5. Yeah, that's a really pretty Art Nouveau design. And it's not signed. I think it's just a wonderfully made artisan piece. Because there is no signature on it, but it was tested. It is sterling. It's just beautiful. And I'll start it for $44 if anyone is interested. Isn't that pretty? $44 will get us started on that. I love that flower. It's so dimensional. Thank you, Miss Elizabeth. Elizabeth in at 44, going once. We do $2 incremental bids until we get to 50. At 50, we go to 5. And then if we hit 100, we will jump around at $10 incremental bids. It's pouring. Yeah, a lot of people are getting that rain and chill already. I wish we got a little chill. We're still in the hundreds, but the rain really is welcome. We didn't get any rain for about a week. 2 times now at 44, looking for 46. Miss Elizabeth has come in at 44. Thank you so much. We're now at fair warning. Now's a chance to come in. If you're interested, come in at 46. $2 incremental bids. It's really a lovely piece. It's nice and heavy too. It's not lightweight at all. It's very dimensional. And that one is yours, Miss Elizabeth. Thank you so much. At 44. Okay. All right. I love this ring. This is a very old piece. It's 77 and sunny. Oh, how wonderful. It's typically the hottest month, so I expect temperatures will be going up. Really? So you're getting a little respite from the heat. Sounds pleasant, though. 77 is very pleasant. That's what I put my air on sometimes. This is a Mexican piece. These have been, what do they call these? Cigar band style, biker style, I don't know. But it's got a indigenous figure here, an old Aztec figure, I believe. And I believe at one time he was enameled. Yeah, see, he's got the eagle headpiece. I believe he was enameled in probably the Mexican colors of red, white, and green there. And then the symbolism, you may or may not know of the rooster there, but it is quite popular little motif in native designs and Mexican designs, rather. And there's the other one. This is sterling, very heavy. Also a small size 5, great pinky ring. Great if you size it up or down. I think it could definitely go up at least 2 sizes. But it's sitting at I think a 5.5. Very, very interesting. Very old piece. On this one, I'll start at $55. Any interest at 55. Sterling silver, old Mexican piece. Let me check the marks. I don't believe it's marked, but I'll double check. Oh, it is marked. It is marked. And I can't read it. I think it says Mexico. It's got a word. Boy, this is an old piece, though. But it doesn't look like it says Mexico. It looks like it has AFNIF. So it may have had the designer's name on it. See it in there? AFNIF. Right there at the top. Hold on, let me find it. Yeah, here it is. Whoops. It's right in this area. There it is. AFNIF is what it's kind of faded, but it's beautiful. Any interest? $55 was the start on that. Sorry for the shaky camera. All right. We're going to pass on that ring. Let's go back to earrings. I've got some fun Betsy Johnson here. These are some of her really wonderful older pieces before she became very commercialized. And I love the asymmetrical value of her design here. So the earrings are different. We start with bows. We go into a rose and some pearl. And this one has the rose at the top. This one has a different kind of rose with a stem here at the bottom. We have a strand of rhinestones. Hi, Cynthia. Thanks for being here. Oh, we started the auctions on YouTube on this channel, I think in July. Late July, I believe. I can't recall now. Anyway, isn't this precious? Little bows. The bow has a pink rhinestone on this side. And actually, no, this one does have a stem too, but it's like upside down. And this one's facing the other way. And these are Betsy Johnson. I'll do them for a start bid of $16. And then this one ends in a pearl, a little, of course, faux, a little faux Tahitian pearl there. $16, Betsy Johnson. I like the lever back. They also have sort of a garnet colored stone on them. Aren't those cute? $16, Betsy Johnson. Any interest? Gold lever back. These will drop probably 3 inches. They're really gorgeous. They're not heavy. Beautiful. Yes, I started in July. I'm still doing Facebook. I almost did it on Facebook today because I wasn't sure what time I could come on. And, I thought I'd give it a shot. But I did open a new channel for it, so you won't find these on Thelma Thrift. These are on Thelma Thrift, the estate sales. And I hope to bring you other things like collectibles, handbags. I've been doing perfumes, fragrances, designer fragrances, luxury beauty products, that kind of thing. So I think Sunday's working for me okay. I do like the earlier time. Well, we shall see. All right, we're going to pass on Betsy Johnson. Now I have a very old costume piece. I love this Persian gold look, Persian turquoise look with the gold setting. Now this one has, I don't know, I think they're glass actually. I know the one in the middle is glass. You know, the vintage costume was made quite well. More than they do, much better than they do these days. I don't see any missing stones. It is adjustable. It seems to be just a base metal. And it's just a really nice, what do they call these? A harem ring? I forget. But I'll do this one for $10. And look at the way that little faux turquoise is cut like a triangle. They did a really good job on it. $10 will get us started on this fun costume piece if there's any interest. 24 people here, or is it 24 thumbs up? 24 thumbs up and 21 people. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate the thumbs up. Be sure and share this with your friends and family over on your social medias. Do not ever, ever hijack someone else's chat, though. They got their own thing to do. They need to just tend to that. But I do appreciate a thumbs up. That helps with the spread of the word here, so to speak, in the mighty algorithm. And thumbs up always help. Comments as well. So come back and leave some comments. Let me know what you liked. Let me know if you want to see something in the future. Anything else you may want to look at. This is a fabulous amethyst, sterling silver, and blue topaz. This is a really beautiful amethyst. It's that wonderful, what would you call that? Lilac? Like a lilac color. This is a 5, I believe. Size 5. This really looks a lot like my Yerman, but my Yerman has a darker amethyst, and it doesn't have the addition of the stones around it. Isn't that beautiful? Nice design on the side too, and a huge band, so you could definitely size that up if you needed to. And this one is marked 925JS. It does have 2 initials, JS, on the inside, as well as 925 purity mark right there. Glare is really hard to see that sometimes, but there it is. On beautiful stone, great condition. And I will start this one at $60. Really a nice, substantial piece. $60 will get us started on this one if we have any interest. Thank you, Becky. I appreciate you being here. Have a great week. Thank you so much for your help. $60 was the start of this beautiful piece. I really like all that intricate open work on it. Okay, and that was also a small size. We have a beautiful blue topaz, again, a 5 or a 6. That is my size after all. This one's a 5 on the nose, beautiful oval cut, blue topaz and white topaz baguettes on the side. Very nice setting. These make great pinky rings too. I really want you to bring back the pinky ring, the solo pinky ring of the 50s and 60s. So popular and just an amazing statement. It really is. The solo pinky ring. And I will also start this one at $60. $60 on that one. That's a nice big oval as well. The face of that is 1/2 inch at its longest point there. Okay, we're going to pass on that one. Now, this is a really interesting one. This one, I'm not sure what the stones are, and I don't like to practice deception here or illusion or anything like that. So I'll let you look at it. It does have a wonderful blue color. I have tested the clear ones. They do not test for diamonds. But it's a vintage design. Very, I don't know, I would say 70s design. This is a bigger size as well. I think it's an 8. We're doing rings and earrings today. I hope you guys like that. If you do, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hi, Miss Compian. How are you, Señorita Compian? As you are Señorita Compian, right, Maricela? Thank you for being here. All the names from Facebook and YouTube get me a little marled up here. This is a size 8 on the nose. Beautiful ring. I do love that blue stone. It's a very nice look. And let me see what the mark is because I forgot. But it is sterling. And now I don't see a mark. It may be an unmarked piece. Or sometimes they get kind of worn out too when they're so old. I don't see a mark on it, but I'll start it for 60 as well. It's a really nice look. That vintage cocktail look. What did they call these? Didn't they call these sprays? I forget. I forget all the terms. All right. We're going to pass on that one. We're going to do a coral in sterling. Beautiful, really wonderful color. No dye on this one. You can see that one. It's the color of my, almost the color of my polish. The color of my polish, I think, is called Sunburn. Good to see you. Thank you for being here. And this is also a little larger size. This is a size, what size is this? Boy, this is a 9. Right? Yep. 9. Isn't that pretty? That'd make a nice thumb ring as well. That would fit me in with them. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? I'll do this one for a start of $44. Coral in sterling. And let me see what it says here. This one is marked MGC925. M.G.C925. Really well made. Lovely coral. $44. Any interest? We'll get her started at $44. She is a size 9. All right. I am enjoying the rain. Are you enjoying the rain? You're in San Antonio, right? My old stomping grounds. I went to school in San Antonio until I was in 11th grade. Did I tell you that? I may have shared that with y'all. Yeah, I went to school there till 11th grade. Then we moved to Corpus Christi. Went to Catholic schools. You ever hear of Blessed Sacrament, Providence High School, St. Francis Academy? Are you a San Antonio native? All right, let's see what else we got. Any more rings? Yeah. Here's a fabulous ring. I love this. Looks very much like a Heidi Das. It has that brass setting. I don't believe it is. It is not signed. And the stones are, I believe, all man-made, though one in the center has a nice raw emerald look to it. Isn't that beautiful? It's just such a cool look. Face of that ring is 1 1/4 inches. Look at that honker. Isn't that pretty? And it is a size 8. Size 8. Really fabulous. Set in brass there. I love the dark, almost deco look, doesn't it? Have that. Deco period had such beautiful jewelry. All right. And I'll do this one for $24. Start bid $24. This is a size 8. And it is $24. Okay. We're going to pass on that one. Let's go back to some earrings, if we could. I don't think we've done it all of them yet. Oh, here's some really pretty lamp work, vintage. We have some rose quartz and just beautiful pink, blue, vintage glass. That's beautiful. I think these are just so pretty. I'll let you look at that work. And let me put them on here for a minute. They have their vintage kidney wire as well. I really do like the kidney wire. They're a little bit more troublesome to put on, but I lose earrings so easily. Just moving the hair out of my face, I've lost earrings. And I will start these at $22. $22 will get us started on these. Aren't they beautiful? Thank you, Miss Elizabeth. In at 22. Going once. 2 times now at $22. If anyone else is interested, the next bid up is 24. Trying to let that lag come in. It's very, very slow today. So if anyone else wants to bid, we do $2 incremental bids until we get to 50. At 50 we do 5. And if we ever get to 100, I do 2. I love the pink. I don't remember if I had the necklace that matched. I know I had a black set that had earrings, but they weren't pierced, and a necklace, but I can't remember if I did on this one. It's so pretty. And we're going to call it at fair warning now. Fair warning at 22, and those are yours, Miss Elizabeth. Thank you so much. Okay. Here's an amazing ring. This ring, I don't know who RL is, and I don't even know if this is sterling, and I honestly don't, because I don't like to scratch the ones that are gold over. So I rarely test any. This does not say sterling. What it does say is the initial FR or RL. It looks like an L. Then it says China. Now, I bought this. I don't know if you recall that wonderful garage sale where I found the Yerman and this ring that I was wearing today. This one. And this is sterling and amazing. And I found a Yerman with the, of course, golden sterling and amethyst. Then I found that other purple that's sterling and protrudes even higher than this one. And this one. They were all in that same garage sale. So I'm not sure who RL is, but this is an amazing ring. And I don't know if that's a man-made stone or what. Again, it's just a gorgeous ring. Really statement ring. And let me see. It's sort of a brushed gold. I'm going to say gold finish. It's not marked sterling, not marked gold, not marked anything, but the China and RL. And it measures a 7. Right at a 7. And I will do it for $44. $44. Beautiful ring. Lovely blue topaz color. Could be just a crystal, could be glass, don't know. $44. Amazing ring. All right, we're going to go quickly now. Then this one is vermeil. And this one measures, this one is also marked 925. It does have some gold over accents. And I believe this is this almost looks like a Swarovski mark. Let me take a closer look at it on the inside. Yeah, it kind of looks like the swan, but then it kind of looks like a chicken. So you decide. I'm not kidding. It says 925. It's got that mark. Looks like garnet. Could all be man-made. Definitely not gold, but over clad rather on the sterling there on the band. Beautiful ring regardless. It kind of looked like a chicken. It really did. It's getting a little faded or something. So anyway, it's a size 7. It's still a beautiful ring. I love it. I think it's a beautiful look. I've worn it a couple of times. It's a little big on me, so I wear it on the middle finger. Size 7. And I will do this for $34. $34 on this beautiful ring. Yeah, that little swan is always so hard to see. So I'm not going to say it's the swan. Almost looks like a chicken. I'm not kidding. There and there somewhere. But anyway, $34 on that one. Then, oh, here's a cute ring. I love this. I think it's a blue zircon, but not sure. That's my opinion. My opinion. It's a beautiful color. And this one's marked TGGC or TOOC. And it is also marked 925. It's very pretty. Blue oval cut stone there. It's a beautiful blue color. It's got some illusion setting, and then it's got some white stones. They could be, I haven't tested them for diamonds. If they are, they're kind of cloudy. Or they could be topaz. Isn't that a beautiful blue, though? I really like that. And let's see what's, oh, and it glows, too. I always check for glow anyway. Let me see what size this is. This one, size 6. Size 6, and I will do this one for $60. I always thought it looked like a blue zircon. I wish you could see the blue. It's so pretty. I can't see it. As pretty as it is. $60 was the start of that one. Okay. We have gone through a lot of rings. Here is a chromium diopside. This is sterling. Really nice modernist design. Emerald cut. I really like the style of this. And this one's also a 5 or a 6. Let me double check. It is a 6. This fits very funny on the mandrel because it's squared off. So I'll let you see there how it kind of angles. But it's there at the, what, 5.5 maybe? Yeah. And it does fit me like a 5, 5.5. So we'll safely say it's a 5.5. Approximately. And I will start this one at $60 as well. That's a beautiful green chromium diopside. They call these Russian emeralds, so they are not in the beryl family at all. Much softer stone. But isn't that beautiful? All right. I have another ring. Let me, before I forget, someone was asking about tiger eye, and I got an amazing tiger eye. Let me go grab it. Give me a couple of minutes. Let me let you look at some more rings while I go look for that ring. And I will be right back. And let me know if you see anything when I come back from this little stash there. Be right back. Okay. got it. Got it. I got a beautiful tiger eye ring. Oh my goodness. This thing just floored me when I found it. I have just become more and more enamored with tiger eye. And this one, I have never seen anyone cut one so beautifully. The chatoyancy swirls around. It plays with the movement of your hand. It's just incredible. The setting is gorgeous. The cut I rarely see. But moreover, it's just the beautiful chatoyancy, the way they really worked with the lapidary aspect of this one is incredible. I think it's a 7. Let me double check. Could be a 6.5. This one, yeah. I would say 6.5. Right? Even the band is intricate. Look at that beautiful work. And look at that tiger eye. It's literally just marled throughout, just gorgeous. Okay. And this one is marked Tasco. It's marked Tasco and Mateo. Mateo, as you know, is a Spanish name. First name. Could be a last name. And then it's got the eagle mark. And it also says Mexico. Eagle mark number 3. The 3 is quite clear. Interesting. Yeah, this is an incredible ring. I've never, like I said, I used to think, tiger I met. But lately, the more I see how people can actually play with the, or not play, but actually work with the cut, how well it can be executed. There's more marks over here. Probably see it better with this one. All of the marks. Mateo, Tasco, Mexico, and number 3 eagle mark is what's on this one. Fantastic ring. Absolutely fantastic ring. Look at that hunker. Oh, I love it so much. Fits me on the middle finger a little better because it comes pretty long. So it really needs to be a good fit on your finger or else it will start. This reminds me a little bit of a shrimp ring I have that I don't wear very often because it's gotten big on me. But I love it. It's a 70s mark artifact as well. Like I said, the movement is incredible. I'm going to ask 150 on this one. I think it is the most unique ring I've ever seen. And then signed by the artisan. Again, the signatures on the inside. The word Mateo, which is a name. It's a Spanish name, very popular Mexican Spanish name. It says Tasco as well as the eagle mark and Mexico. And the eagle mark is number 3. And that's the start bid on that, 150. All right. So that was the tiger I wanted to show you. Let me show you these beautiful citrine sterling earrings. These are so sweet. They're kind of a huggy style, like a half hoop. And they just hook on. You could put the back on them if you wanted to secure them a little bit more, but they're not necessary. Let me go take care of the dog real quick. I'll be right back. I think he wants to go out now that it's stopped raining. And I will be right back. Okay, I hear you. You want to go outside? Who's out there? Squirrel? Come on. Okay. Sterling silver citrine Earrings. These are really pretty. And I think that's marcasite at the front, if I'm not mistaken. Let me take a closer look. It could just be illusion. They look like little diamonds. I'm not going to say they are, but they're definitely not marcasite. But not tested. They look a little in need of a cleaning. Aren't those pretty though? And citrine. Let me make sure there's nothing missing. No, they're all there. 3 little diamonds, I believe. But again, they could be topaz or man-made. Either way, they're beautiful. I'm going to ask $40 for them. Beautiful citrine. Nice rich color too. $40 sterling silver. Any interest on the earrings? Okay, let me see what else I have here. This ring is quite pretty, and I tested it for sterling and it tested negative. But it's a gorgeous ring. It's a heart. I really like the way it's got sort of a starburst. Can you see that? Sort of a starburst design. Really wonderfully made. And it has sort of a pink stone at the top. Pink, almost a ruby color. 3 of them actually. The rest is all illusion setting. And it is marked with a name on the inside. K-R-I-N? Kirin? Karis, K-A-R-I-S is what it says. And S-T-S. Now I showed this last time, and I was told STS were real gemstones, but this is not even sterling. So I don't know. I don't know what to think, but I'm going to just, as I always say, aesthetic value alone. Beautiful ring, sort of a champagne colored crystal or glass, not sure. Regardless, I'm going to do $24 on it if anybody's interested. $24 only because it tested negative for me today for sterling. But it is a beautiful ring. $24. I'll get started on that. Did I tell you the size? Probably not. The size is a 7. $24. STS Karis or Claris. What did I say it said? K-A-R-I-S. STS are the marks. $24. K-A-R-I-S. All right, that's that one. Then I have all gems here on this one. This is a size 7. We have amethyst, we have rutilated quartz, we have a druzy, and citrine. Beautiful, well made, very hefty sterling ring. And this one is also marked. This one's never been worn. It is marked 925. And these are all genuine gems. And I will start this one at $60. It's a really nice ring. It is a size 7. $60 start, size 7. I think this one's so pretty. Designed really, really well. All covered in the back too. I love that. So, lots of quality here. All right, that was a $60 start. I have a black opal native design. Beautiful. This is such a beautiful ring. It's very slender. Whoops. I think it's a 6. Let me double check the size of that. No, it's bigger. It's 7 1/4. 7 1/4 black opal Native American design. Really pretty. It also has that wonderful deco design, don't you think? Okay, now he wants back in. Give me a minute. Let me go get him back in. And I'm going to start this one at $80. $80 for the black opal, sterling silver, Native American piece. Let me go let the puppy back in. I'll let you take a look at that. That was an $80 start. What do you guys think about the Sunday sale? Is it a good time for y'all here on YouTube? I used to do Saturdays. Do you like evenings or mornings? What do you think? I think people are kind of busy on the weekend nights, but you let me know. But then again, I've been known to be looking at auctions while I'm at dinner. Very rude of me, I know, but I'll keep it on silent. Let me know in the chat if you would. Oh, here's a black pearl. No, onyx. What do you call it? Hematite. This is a lovely little ring too. We're going to pass on the black opal, it looks like. Okay. This is a vintage piece as well. Oh, I haven't been on Whatnot in a while. I haven't. I just haven't had the energy to do it. You know, I've heard a lot of rumors out there in drama, in the drama side, the dark side of YouTube about Whatnot. And I think it's such a shame that a couple of people that have been abusing the system, which they're in every field, have tarnished the reputation of Whatnot. Whatnot is fabulous. I love it. I absolutely love buying there. I have had one problem, maybe two. Two problems with something that wasn't disclosed. Had no problem returning it to the seller. It was a luxury bag, a handbag. Whatnot backed up the purchase, and the other, the same thing. They backed up the purchase. We got my money back. Yet people are on here saying how horrible it is, and I absolutely love it. I just haven't had the energy. This is a bell trade as well. I just haven't had the energy to do Whatnot. Whatnot is frenzied. I really like. I like taking my sweet time. I hope I don't put anybody to sleep, but I sometimes just like, you know, at my leisure, letting my dog out, taking a drink of water, getting some coffee or something. And you have to be so on it on Whatnot. You have to have your stuff ready. You have to have the numbers, and then you have to be really ready when you ship too. So all of that does not make for a stress-free life. But I love it. I love to buy there, and I do love to sell. I just haven't done it in a while, but I do hope to do it soon. I still have all of my stuff that I use when I do Whatnot. You know, I have a number system and all that. So I do have to do that. Here's can you see that? This is so blurry. Here's the mark. It's the post Bell Trade Post, sterling in the word sterling. It's beautiful. It is, I believe, it could be, no, it's definitely hematite, but it looks like a black pearl. It's so pretty. I actually have 2 of these, and I wear them together sometimes. I just think it's such a lovely little piece. Yes, Whatnot is fantastic, but you would think that it's just a cesspool of scammers, and it's not. I mean, if you wanted to do that, you could paint eBay that way too. Can't tell you how many misleading posts I've seen on eBay. People calling everything old pawn, people calling stones what they aren't. It's crazy. There's always going to be a bad apple that's going to turn the whole bucket, you know. But no, it's a great place. I love it. This is a little over a 5, and I will start this Bell Trade. Oh, I'm going crooked here. Let me fix my screen. Sorry about that. I haven't heard about that. I haven't heard about that, says Doug. But don't think Whatnot. I can't read all your chat on the other. I guess people create unnecessary issues everywhere. They sure do. Exactly. It really is. It's a shame. It's a shame. I mean, we can all see with our own eyes. We don't have to be. We don't need any internet police. Like I said, everybody's like, oh, Whatnot won't back you. Da, 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 da. No, yes, they will. What have you done to do it? Look at that setting. I'll do 40 on this one. This one's fantastic. I love the little tulip setting almost. You know, just because one experience they may have had, they have to paint everybody in that same palette, and it's not cool. 5 on the nose, $40. Beautiful Bell Trade Company ring. Yeah, but it's been a while, Doug, only because, like I said, it does take a lot of... You would be perfect for it because you're very organized. It takes a lot of upfront organization. You know, just getting these rings out here to you took an hour for me. But I really had a good experience there, and I will be back. This is an 8. I love this little ring. It's copper with coral. I think I've showed it a couple of times. Simple little concho design. Very impactful. I do love copper. I have a few copper things coming that I found on eBay, and I love them. Isn't that pretty? Size 8. That's a really nice sawtooth setting on that copper. And I will do this one for $44 as well. Sterling silver, copper as well. That concho is copper. And this one is marked sterling in the word sterling. I think that's the only mark I see. Yeah, sterling. It's a Native American piece, it looks like. From the signature. All right, we're going to pass on that one. Now, I think I've showed these before as well. There's all size 8 and 9. These are sterling and CZs. I have 2 size 9s and 1 size 8, and I believe the square princess cut is the size 8. These are really beautiful. Yeah, that's the size 8. This fabulous marquee that looks like my grandmother gave it to me. That vintage, wonderful vintage look is a 9, and this round is also a 9. How I wish they were a size 5 or 6. No, not 6, but 5, 5.5, so I could wear it. It's so pretty. Sterling silver marquee. I will start any one of these for $55 if you're interested. Again, the small one is the 8. The other 2. This is the 8. These 2 are 9s. $55 start on these. Marquee is just gorgeous. These are high quality CZs. They really are. And this round is so pretty with the baguettes. Can you see the baguettes? $55 start. Yeah, I know. I need to get on eBay Live. That'd be fun. I have to see how it works, though. Not sure if it works the same way. Only a few people are allowed to. Yeah. Yeah, I imagine so. I was invited, though. But that was like a year ago. They started this a while back. And I just didn't take advantage of it. Now, I will say this now that I have the opportunity to do so. I don't share my eBay stores for many reasons. One of which is there are trolls who will get back at you through your eBay store. We all know that when you've been on YouTube long enough, you start getting a lot of hate. So much hate. And people will buy from you and they will give you a bad review. And it's happened to me. And I never really believed it. But somebody told me that years ago when I first started YouTube 10 years ago. I asked this lady for her YouTube, for her eBay, because she used to do these great videos. I wish she was still doing them. They would take about 10 minutes, maybe 8 tops, and she wouldn't even speak. I think she just played some music and would show everything she had sold on eBay or everything she had listed. No, everything she had sold. And basically trying to teach you what to look for. And I asked her once what her store was, and she said, I don't do it because of this. And I said, oh, okay. And it was the same reason why I don't do it anymore. And now I realize what she means, what she meant, and that's what I mean. I mean, if I show something and I say it's on eBay, it won't take you long to go find it, honestly. But I'm not going to make it easier for people to troll me. All right, we're going to pass on the CZs. But unfortunately, it does happen. It does happen. Here's a sterling ring. This is a nice little ring. It's 6, I believe. It's a lot like my James Avery crosslet, but this one's cut out and it looks more like a, what is that? Almost like a, what is that? Maltese cross? Kind of like that. It's totally cut out. Negative space there. This is a size 4.5, so it does make a great pinky ring. And I will do this one for, let's do 18 on it. Sterling silver, cut out cross there. Definitely looks like my James Avery, but this one, the smaller James Avery crosslet, they call it a crosslet. It doesn't do the cutout. Only the larger ones do the cutout. All right. $18. Then I have a vintage enameled. Now this is missing a little of the enameling. It's an older piece. You might be able to see that there's some chips there. It's so pretty though with the butterflies. And wide bands will fit you tighter, so just so you're aware. This is a 4.5 as well. And this one, a lot of times these are copper, but this is sterling. And this is Thailand sterling. Really pretty. Make a great pinky ring. Oh, I'm so sorry, Miss Elizabeth. I'm so sorry to hear that. That's not ever news you want to get, especially on the phone, but where else are you going to get it? This is awful. Here's another, well, I think I showed you this one already, right? The big one? Because I had 2. No, I didn't show you the big one. Okay, the other one's a little bit smaller with the topaz, the colorless topaz. This is a bigger one. It's also sterling. It's also blue topaz. me check the size. See the difference in the... And they're both oval. Oval has to be one of my favorite cuts. If I ever get another solitaire, which I don't see myself doing, but if I were ever to get another solitaire, it would be an oval cut. All right. This, I believe, is also... This is the bigger stone. And this is a 5 on the nose as well. Prayers your way, Miss Elizabeth, for sure. Size 5 as well. That's a big honker, too. Great pinky ring. I'm an advocate for that solo pinky ring. And I will start this one at $65 as well. Gorgeous. Just beautiful. And very easily sized. When you have a plain little band like that with no intricate detail of stones or anything, there's no reason why they can't add up on that. Okay, so that one's 60 as well. Do keep in mind the John Hardy. Take your screenshot. Do your comps. Don't ever share in a live auction. Very uncouth. But these were offered at $350. These are 18 karat and sterling and citrine. 18 karat on the accents as well as the halo on the citrine. So those were there. And I think oh, here's another fabulous ring. This is a purple stone. This, I can't guarantee these are, what do you call it, peridot? Because I'm not sure. But I know these are. I know these are because this was from a jeweler. And I had the certifications and everything on this. This one, I'm not sure. It could be man-made. But it sure looks like it, doesn't it? It's gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. I've never seen a stone like that. I've never seen a cut stone like that. So we have amethyst color and peridot color. And this is a 5 as well. Just gorgeous. And I will start this one at $80. And amazing. Amazing ring. I love the way the band is too. Look at that. Can you see? $80 start on that one. Beautiful. I think I started the saddle peridot at 100. Just re-showing you that because I was reminded of how pretty peridot is when I pulled this one out. Okay. Let me see what else we have a sterling band. This is a really nice thick band. These are great for stocking, for wearing with others, or some people like to wear all bands. It's a very thick one as well. And it is marked on the inside with an initial and the purity mark sterling as well. Yeah, it's got a P with a circle around it. Now, it could be a B if I turned it upside down. Could be a B. And 925. Right there. Very substantial. Good little sterling band. Let's see what size it is. This is a 7. This is a 7 sterling band. I'll do this one for $18. Blue topaz. I love garnets too, Doug. I do. Smoky quartz and peridot. I definitely underrated peridot, but I just fell in love with it lately. I really did. August birthstone is so pretty. And yeah, garnet as well. $18 on the sterling band. That was a size, what did I say? 7. Yeah, 7 on the nose. And very nice and substantial. These are great also for when your rings are a little too big and you want to wear them on the ring side, you can always just put another band in front of it. Plus, people are really taking to stacking their rings as well. This is a very underrated ring. I don't know why, but it is. It has the opalite, and then it has, I think this is prasolite, but it could be just a quartz as well. Kind of clear, but I do see a little hue of that green in it. That's why I want to say it's a prasolite, which is basically what, a topaz? No. Is it or is it? What is it, Doug? I forgot. Prasolite. I think it's like a topaz. Green. I think they call it green topaz, don't they? I forget. But anyway, this is a gorgeous ring. It's sterling silver. I love the way it's set with those opalites there. Swirly kind of 3 bands around that top. Really pretty. This is a size 7. Size 7. And I will start this one at $55. Reminds me of a 60s wedding band too. $55 on that one. Sorry for all the racket. Isn't that opaline pretty? Or opalite? Some kind of opalescent glass there on the side. And all in the oval cut that I love so much. Okay. Let me see what else we have. Let's bring some more earrings. I think I've gone through all the rings. I'm going to put them back here in case y'all see something you want to see again. And I'll get some earrings. All right, those beautiful Mexican rings there. Love those. Okay. Put this. This big one here. Okay. Can you believe the holidays are almost upon us? I cannot believe it. My neighbors are already decorating for Halloween. That was last week. They don't even let Thanksgiving come. I guess they figure it's so much trouble you might as well get started. That's what I like to do with my Christmas, but I never do it as soon as I want to do it. I'm always a little delayed. Okay, we're going to bring out some more earrings for you. See what you think. Okay. These are so cool. These are vintage. Aren't these cool? They look like so avant-garde. Yet they're clip-on vintage. Now, what do you call these? Not a spire. I have looked this up. I've actually looked it up because I forgot. And I found out and then I forgot. But they're kind of weighty on here and they're just so cool. They are a very nice blonde gold finish. Hi, Leonore. How are you? And I don't see any mark on them. They're a very nice color. Look how cool those are. Aren't they amazing? This little dangle. You would think fringe, right? But this is so today's designer. I don't want to drop Alexis Bitar's name because he's not the only one I'm speaking of. I'm thinking of others that I've seen it. higher end department stores that come out with all kinds of wonderful designs using those little spikes. I think they're so cool. All right, so these measure in diameter of the little puffy thing here, a little circle, is about 3/4 of an inch. And their drop is 1 1/8. So their impact is really in their design. And they are clip-on, and I will do these for $20. I think they're beautiful. Look, they're open. These are actually open work. $20 on those. Any interest on the vintage? Look at that. They're even designed here on the side. Aren't those cool? They look like something you would see in the 20s. $20 start on those. All right, we're going to move past those. Then we have amber and sterling. And we have the green amber and the traditional color here, the cognac or whatever you want to call it. I like these. They're very pretty. They don't have their original backs. I'll probably put some nice stainless on them right now. I think they even have gold on them. But they articulate. They almost look a little bit like a celestial crescent moon or something. Very cool. Sterling silver, the green and the other amber there. And these, I think they drop to 1 inch or more. Yeah, they drop to 1 1/4 inches at the very tip of this amber here. I love that green amber. And these are sterling. I'll do these for $20. Sterling amber, $20. Let me check the mark. Don't have a mark on them. Beautiful earrings. Tested, of course. But I do not see a mark. Could have faded though. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, it's just a bead ball post. And again, those were $20. Okay. Then I have these. These are little costume. We have a purple stone, pearls, and rhinestones. And we can do these for $10. These are post pierced. $10. We'll get us started on these costume pearls with purple and rhinestone. Nice little pearl drop. Faux pearl, of course. $10 start on those. And did I get 20? Miss Karen is in on the amber earrings. Thank you, Miss Karen. Going once at 20. For the amber earrings, we do have Karen in with the green and cognac colored amber. Sterling, I love them. I like the way they articulate. 2 times now at $20. We're looking for 22. We do $2 incremental bids until we get to 50. By the way, if you haven't filled out the Google form, it is up there somewhere. It should be at the very top of the chat. It's also in my description box. So when we sign off, you can find it in the description box, or you can get out of the chat and just go to the video. Please fill out that form with your real name, your email, address, all of your names that you use so I can recognize them if I get an email, or rather a PayPal with a different name and so forth. Let me know if you live in the country in the comment section, because something happened with the question blank there. So just leave it in the comments if you live out of the country, so I can price for shipping accordingly, because my shipping starts very reasonably at $5.50, but it does increment higher with weight and origin, or destination rather, and origin for that matter, actually. All right, we're going to say fair warning now. Fair warning, and one bid at 20 and sold to Miss Karen. Thank you so much, Miss Karen. I appreciate that. Okay, and then we have this little crystal. And these are glass rhinestones, $10. Very nice drops, very sparkly, pretty. Simple little drops, $10 on stainless steel hooks there, full back rhinestones. And these will start at $10. They're a nice size. They're not too big and not too small. They are just right. At almost an inch, they are 3/4 of an inch from the tip to the bottom there on the stone itself, on the rhinestone itself. And Patricia, you're in on these at $10. Thank you very much. Going once at 10, looking for 12. Two times now at $10. Do have one bid in on those. Thank you all who are here. I do appreciate you popping in. I asked earlier if you like Sundays. I think Sundays are good. I think afternoon is good. I also showed these sterling hoops earlier, if you like a nice big hoop. But feel free to look at the video. That's now at fair warning. Fair warning on the rhinestones, and sold at $10 to Miss Patricia. Thank you so much, Miss Patricia. I kind of like the daytime too, but let me know. I just feel like it gets pretty busy in the evening. And especially for me on Sunday in the evening, I really need to be on the treadmill, getting ready for work, getting that stress out on the treadmill. All right, here's another fabulous pair of earrings. These are really sweet. They are swirls of gold and silver, so you can mix your metals there. They're not heavy, and they're post. And I believe they drop to about 1.5 inches. Yep, they drop to 1.25 inches. So not that long, and I will do these for 10 as well. These are in brand new condition, never worn, really pretty. I think that's a really nice earring. And that's also a $10 start, if we have any interest on that. Okay. Then we have some smoky rhinestones with a nice little mesh bead. These are a hook as well. Very lightweight, even though they're crystal, smoky, whatever, rhinestones. Glass rather, not rhinestone, but some kind of glass or crystal, smoky color. So a nice silver look here. And these are $10 as well. $10 on these. Let me know which ones, because I just priced everything at $10. So if you would, so we don't get confused. These go to 1 inch, 1 1/8. Very nice. I really like that little mesh bead there. It's a nice look. All right. And then what are these? These are not today. Oh, did you see the sterling ones? These were fabulous. They're sort of a Byzantine. I showed those in the very beginning of the show. Oh, let me get some more here. Oh. All right. These are a really nice look. These remind me of John Hardy's nail head designs. Aren't those cool? These are vintage though. Look at the twist back. And I will do 10 on these. These are a very nice, kind of an antique gold color. Very dimensional. Twist back. No name on these. And these are $10 as well. These are a cool look. These are a timeless look. Like I said, they look like John Hardy, yet very likely from the 50s. Love that. All right, then we have these enamel. What is this? Guilloche. Beautiful rose, kind of cabbage rose on that. These are also twist back, and I think these are these coral? Let me check that marking. Beautiful earring. These are actually Caris, K-A-R-I-S. No, K-A-R-I-E. Carry, it looks like. K-A-R-I-E is the mark on that. On the back there. And they have rhinestones as well. Sort of a floral design. Really pretty. And I'll do these for 20. I love that design. $20. I'll get us started on these. If we have any interest, we can get started at $20. Twist back mark Caris. We do PayPal here, so if you are interested, I'd appreciate you filling out the Google form at the chat. It's listed there in the chat, and you can find it in the description box as well. I will invoice tomorrow. Please pay within 48 hours. And that, hold on. Okay, these little earrings are really sweet. This is a blue stone. I don't see any mark on these. I think they're simply plated. They're very pretty. They do have their original backs. It's a really lovely blue color. And I will do these for $12. $12 will get us started on these, if there's any interest. You like Sundays, Sherry? Good, good. Okay, good to know. Yes, Saturday is kind of like do errands day, isn't it? At least for me, I don't move. I try not to move. I do a lot of my work in bed. I get all my devices out and do what I need to do in bed. I don't even want to move, honestly. After a fun-filled Friday at work. All right, here's some wonderful rhinestone earrings. Oh. I'm going to pass on these. I just saw some missing stone. What a shame. So let me get something else here. All right, I have sterling silver. And I'm not sure what this stone is. I'm not going to call it coral because I'm not sure. But these are sterling. I believe these are Mexican. Let me double check that mark, but they have been tested. They are sterling. They're kind of a huggy style. They're really cool. 12 on the square. Okay, wonderful. Thank you so much. We'll go once. We'll go twice. I don't see anybody else hammering to put in 14, but if you are interested, 14 is the next bid. On these, as we count them down, we did get one bid on these at $12 for Miss Patricia, going 2 times now. Aren't they pretty? I love these earrings. I really do. I love little earrings, and then sometimes they do show that when I wear my hair up. Got to wear my hair up. But what a pretty blue, isn't it? Fair warning now, and sold. Sold at $12. Thank you so much. All right, now these, I do believe these are marked Mexico, but let me double check. I looked at them again the other day. Those are them right there. Aren't those pretty? And I did test them, so they are sterling. Now, they may not have their original backs. I may have to put just ones that fit. I try to, and I definitely hunt for them. I save all of the sterling ones, and boy, I found so many gold ones looking through them. I have 2 little trinket boxes full of bags and separated by gold or silver, and sometimes I do find real gold. I don't always have the time to test them. All right, now I can't find the mark on these. I could have swore I saw it the other day. But I know they're sterling, and I'm not sure if that's coral or just another stone. Could be carnelian. But it looks too opaque, right, for carnelian? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Now, I know some Mexican jewelry was using... Some girl I watched once at an auction, she was very educated on Mexican stones, and talked about this one stone. She had a name for it, I forgot, but it was used a lot to simulate other stones. And it's actually glass, so I'm not sure. That could be this. But either way, I'll do these. I think they're still aesthetically really cool earrings, and have a wonderful value that way. So I'll do these for $15. We can start them at $15, and they are sterling. I like the beading on them. They've got that really nice kind of folkloric, indigenous look to them. $15 will get us started on these. They do, don't they? Yeah, I've got a whole lot of gold I need to sell. A whole lot of scrap gold. I mean, I save the backs, definitely, because there's so many different sizes, too. Not all earrings will fit. And then some of them are teeny tiny for those really small earrings, and some of them are bigger and butterfly, and some of them are made to hold heavier earrings. So these are fabulous little clips, huggies. These are silver plate. Very good condition. Even their little cushion is nice and clean. And I don't believe I have a mark on these, but I will do these for $12. I love these wide style. Let me check for a mark. But these are 12. They're kind of a rib design. Gives it a nice subtle look. Not too shiny. Yeah, they're like little, it's almost like a little chain design on it. $12 on these. Clip. Huggies. Really a cool look. Those are like, they're like little chains is the design on those. Okay, let me see what else we have. Okay, these are really cool. Now this is a costume set, but those are genuine opals. And that was very common back in the 70s. Hey, gold was very common back in the 70s. It was reasonably priced. These are genuine opals on here. And this is gold filled, I believe. It's a little set. They're so pretty. Look at that. They almost look like a little wishbone or something, don't they? And you know that opals are very shy, and to the point where I lost it. Oh, here it is. And the necklace is the same size with opals. It's a vintage piece. Gold filled. Let me read it out to you. I think it's 12 karat gold filled. Thank you all who are here. It looks like 30 people put the thumbs up. And 9 people are still here. People probably went to lunch or dinner already. No, it's not even time for yet. Not time for that yet. Yeah, this is all gold filled. So thank you, those who are still here. The second shift has come in. And that's cool. Yeah, they're marked gold filled. And they are a matching set of earrings and a pendant. The back of the earring does not have a mark, so I think that is only gold plate. The little wing back here. But this is a gold filled set. And I will start the set. Honestly, I'm doing it for the opal value and the design value. I think it's a beautiful, beautiful design. Very unique. Very likely 70s. I will do the set for $75. And you could make a ring out of those beautiful opals. You got 3 of them. Wouldn't that make a beautiful band of 3? Design elements love the 3, right? That would make a wonderful little band. If I had a jeweler I could trust, I would take those to get done. Don't have one anymore. I did for about a month, and then he tried to pull the wool over my eyes. But I'm allergic to wool. No, I'm not. Okay. $75 was the start for this set. Those are genuine opals. That is a gold-filled, marked, stamped set. If there's any interest, that is a chain. I think the chain is 18 inches. I know it's not 16. It's either 18 or 20. All right, so we've got that. More to show you here. In earrings. Vintage, beautiful, powder blue daisies. Aren't those precious? They're enamel. They're in great condition. See a lot of brooches, but you rarely see the earrings. No mark on them. Nice size, over 1 inch. Actually, just a tad over 1 inch. And I will do these for $12. $12 on the clip-on enamel. In a beautiful powdery blue. This is a little bit more, this is a little darker on the inside than the leaves, or the petals rather. All right, so that was a $12 start on those. Then we have these little cha-cha crystal, beautiful. Clip on as well. These I think are coral. Let me check. Yes, these are coral. And I'll start these at 16. They are so pretty. AB crystals, $16, vintage coral. A very subtle cha-cha. I kind of like that. That is really pretty. to orient this way. $16 on the crystal coral vintage earrings. We're getting these started at $16. Any interest at $16? All of these are pin set. Little cha-cha there. All right, we're going to move past these. I like those. And we're going to do these cloisonne, vintage cloisonne, also in a pretty blue floral design. These are big. They don't even fit on here. I have to use one for each one here. There they go. Aren't those pretty? These are a gorgeous color. They've got a wonderful glow about them too. They do have a dimension to their color. Very rich. And I will start these at $18. These are nice big buttons too. I think they're over an inch. Yes, definitely a little over an inch there. Any interest on these? And they're in excellent condition. Just beautiful. That's a gorgeous blue. $18 start on those. Can you see that dimension in that enameling? Beautiful. Okay, we're going to pass on these. I love these little kind of, look at that. They're like a little wire twist, heart, pierced. Kind of remind me of a Tiffany design. These are silver tone. They look like sterling, but they really don't have any mark on them. And they're so pretty and lightweight. Let me see if I don't see a mark. I always miss a mark too. No, I think I see something. No, I don't. They're silver tone. They're beautiful. I'll do these for $10. Put hearts $10 if you're interested in these. And we'll get started. We can get started at $10. These are really cute. They're not very big, but they are definitely not small. They are 1 3/8 at the widest point. 1 3/8. I think they're a really cute look. Okay, we're going to pass on those. Or let me know in the chat. If I go too fast, just pull me back in, because I'm just showing you everything I have out before we call it a day. Let's see what else I have here. Oh, let me show you these up close. I believe I started these at 50 because they have a tiny flaw, but these are Native American, absolutely gorgeous. They're inlay cobblestone style with mother of pearl, turquoise, and onyx. There is a tiny chip of the onyx right here. You can't hardly see it because we put a little enamel or something on there. But that is the only reason I'm letting these go at $50. They're a shell design. They are Native American. They're marked sterling. They're absolutely beautiful. And these are $50 to get started on these. Look at the dimension on these too. They are concave. Beautiful. Beautiful design. $50 will get us started on these. If we have any interest, again, there is that one tiny flaw on this earring that you can Excuse me for the shaky camera. You can barely see that unless you're really up there inspecting it. Otherwise, I would have started them at double that price. $50 will get us started on these fabulous sterling silver, Native American, cobblestone style inlay. Just gorgeous. Black onyx, mother of pearl, and amazing blue turquoise. Amazing blue color. I know turquoise is blue. Though some of it can be green. Can turn green. All right. Let's do this fun bangle and earrings only because it kind of matches. These earrings are really cool and fun. Silver tone, leopard print in that wonderful pink. And these are also very dimensional. They're very lightweight. This is some kind of acrylic. They are post. And I thought they matched this bracelet really well. Isn't that cool? This is a really nice bugle bead bracelet. And I think it looks good with those earrings. So I'll offer both of them. Well, let's just do $10 for each. So if you don't like the bangle, you don't have to bid on it. Even these are kind of pink. And these will be $10 as well. Okay, I do love these earrings. They've got a really nice look to them. And they articulate as well. These drop. Since they articulate, they're barely at 2 inches. I mean, since they kind of curve, they don't reach the 2. Aren't those pretty though? I really like those. And the bangle is very nice as well. Kind of looks like a leopard print to me. Okay. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. I got to be somewhere at 2 o'clock. So I do appreciate your time today. Please don't forget to fill out your form if you haven't. If you're interested in maybe attending another sale next week, that would be nice to have that there. Please feel free to email me about anything you saw in this display today, in this showcase, in this auction. And let me know. I will be back next week, hopefully. God willing, I will be here with another sale. I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Stay safe and blessed. Bye-bye. Thank you.